What is up, everybody? We are back for another episode of Topical Tuesday. This Topical Tuesday, we're going to talk about a few things, one of which being Joe Rogan and a Neil Young debacle. What else? You listen and find out. I think it's important what he said at the end, which you trailed off. Or weren't paying attention. It's like this thing started with him in his basement, or no, sorry, Darren, that's not what I wanted to say. The fact is, like, the amount of people that are listening to him, and he has to, like, the amount of influence that he has, that's a lot of responsibility.
Okay.
And I think it's like bound to get to that point where you have to have that disclaimer that says, this is not a medical professional.
Whoa, back up.
Well, because there's Spotify's putting a disclaimer. There's going to be a disclaimer for COVID-sensitive content or whatever the case is.
Misinformation. Which either way, there's been disclaimers on CDs with swear words or music with swear words for how long? Anyway, but the whole point of Joe Rogan even making a statement, I mean, shouldn't that be brought up first?
What do you mean?
And we're talking about the topics for the past week. So, Neil Young said Spotify can have Joe Rogan or Neil Young. And Spotify removed Neil Young's music.
The podcast one.
But then their stock dropped 12% and they lost millions of dollars.
Well, Joe said that they're being supportive. So, I mean, it obviously must not be that big of a loss.
Not being supportive of him, they're still supporting his podcast. That's the difference. By giving him a chance and by putting these disclaimers that he is more than okay with so he doesn't lose it. And I think it's a very insincere, in a way, apology when he starts telling stories.
Yeah, I don't think that was a good way to go about it, really. I mean, yeah, it was a funny story, but this isn't a podcast. This isn't story time.
Yeah, no.
This is like your podcast is hurting people, essentially. Or
yeah, his statement
potential.
About misinformation, it's just, he went way off talking about himself because, I mean, that's what narcissists do. But he started by talking about he likes to have different opinions than
differing opinions
than the narrative that's being played. But he's pledging to be open to having other narratives on there as well, opposing.
I love how skeptical you are.
Well, because he says he's always loved this at the beginning. He loves other opinions, blah, 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 at the beginning. Then he goes on to say he likes different opinions than the narrative, differing opinions than the narrative. And then he talks about himself, and then he pledges that he's going to have opposing views to his differing opinions of the narrative. So and also he doesn't know what they're going to talk about on there. So when you have scientists on, okay, and doctors, please explain to me that you don't know what you're going to talk about at all.
Yeah.
That's a lie.
Wow.
Especially when you're the one asking the questions. I don't know. You kind of do. I mean, you're not going to have a scientist or a doctor on there to talk about Kim Kardashian the whole time, right?
I mean, if that's what he wants to talk about.
That's not why he would have them on there.
That's right.
So. All right, moving on. Oh, yeah, Joni Mitchell and multiple other musicians
what else did
are
Joni
going
Mitchell
off Spotify, huh?
Come out with? What?
Joni Mitchell, she is on the Forrest Gump soundtrack.
That's...
Jenny sings one of her songs, naked on stage with the guitar, in the movie.
Jenny.
What is it? Is it a taxi song? I gotta look it up. But
What is it? Joni Mitchell.
yeah, Joni.
Comes right up.
Taxi, yellow taxi. I want to say.
Both sides now. River Blue. Last
Big Yellow
Waltz.
Taxi. Yeah, that's one of the songs. Yep.
Can't say I'm gonna miss you, Joni.
No, but a lot of the artists you listen to were brought up listening to this music, so they wouldn't be who they were without her.
Fair enough. Oh wait, that gentleman looks familiar.
Okay. Anyway, moving on. What else you got? So it's, I guess I can say Happy Lunar New Year. It's the year of the tiger.
Year of the Tiger.
Yeah. Are you a tiger?
No.
Do you know what you are?
No.
Okay. Well, the tiger. This is the year of the tiger, and no, you're not a tiger. But people born with the year of the tiger, because the Lunar New Year goes every 12 years. So the last time it was the year of the tiger was 2010. So 2010, 98, 86, 74, 62, and so on.
I'm confused.
Every 12 years is the year of the tiger.
I'm bad with math. Numbers aren't.
Okay. Well,
Numbers
you're
are
not.
hard.
I said you're not a tiger, but people born in the year of the tiger are energetic, love a challenge, competition, and are prepared to take risks. But they're also rebellious, short-tempered, and outspoken, preferring to give orders rather than take them, which often leads to conflict. Good luck with your son. You are a horse, by the way.
That was my horse.
Yes, you and
That was my
Teresa
neigh.
both. You and Teresa both.
No.
So, yeah, you're a horse. Teresa's a horse. I am a pig, and
You said that so nonchalantly.
yeah, it's
I'm a pig.
Chinese pig. They eat cats there, so right.
Maybe. I mean, meow. There's a lot of them.
Yeah. Well, population control. But yeah, today, the 31st, this evening into today, Tuesday, the February 1st, is celebration of the Chinese Lunar New Year.
I
goes
did
on for
not
a
know
week.
that.
Goes on for a
all
week.
week.
Yep. Yes.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah. So, next.
I gotta talk about the JR-15. At least the way the Young Turks presented it, it was very bad light. I've never seen them really
What?
put in a good light.
What are you talking about?
The JR-15 mini assault rifle.
Okay.
That's marketed towards the youth of the youth gun owners, in terms of them in such a tumultuous time, whenever all these shootings and all this shit's going on, which I agree it's true.
So, what you're talking about is how a gun company is marketing
Well,
AR-15s for children.
Yeah, it's marketed to the youth, not to the youth. I think that's how the way
That's children.
the Young Turks are presenting
That
it.
sounds like children. Who's
Well-
the youth if they're not children?
Well, the youth is like kids get like 22 caliber rifle sometimes. Like that's the
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, and that's what happened with that school shooting. What, in Michigan? Yeah. A few months ago. Yeah,
wait.
they got their kid a gun.
A 22 caliber rifle.
I don't know specifically what kind it was, but
And
that's
there's
what they
also
did.
responsible use. There's responsible gun ownership. There's, which they talked about, and that I agree with them on. But they're at, like, there's a
What is
large.
youth versus children is what I'm asking.
They're the same thing, but it's about like supervision and not only child gun safety, but like the adults gun safety. Are these guns locked up? Are they in a safe? Do they have trigger guards on them? Where they are? Is the ammunition in the same place as the firearm? There's a lot of different things that go into it, and I think we could do a better job. But just tearing into an arms company for marketing a product because the name is Junior. I mean, I looked up the rifle company, and the logo is a skull and crossbones, and the skull has a caricature of a binky, and it's got like an eye patch. So it's like it's popular with adults as a smaller, like 20% size replica of an AR-15. So it's popular with adults, and it would be perfect if you wanted to if you were an outdoorsman and you like to go on your property and take your son and your daughter or your whatever and take that thing out and shoot responsibly. I think that should be allowed to do, but I do say it's in poor taste. Let me bring up the logo for you.
For what reason would you promote AR-15s to children?
You wouldn't.
Okay. So.
But you could say if I say I'm an avid hunter.
Okay.
And when we go up to camp, Daddy always has his AR-15.
Why? Does he hunt with it?
No, because he likes to go up and shoot stuff with it. Because he's a man.
I thought you were camping.
We're going up to camp.
Okay.
This is like my hypothetical. You see?
Yeah. But point is, why market them to children if a child
because the child is not the one buying the gun. It's a gun.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a dumbass buying it for their child who doesn't know how to use it because they have one. So now it's a child that doesn't know how to use it with a dumb parent and that bought it for him.
JR-15 is roughly 80% scaled down version of the AR-15.
Because they think there's a civil war coming or something. So what is the point?
What is the point? Let the company be and do stricter background checks or whatever.
Stricter background checks.
Do more to prevent the nonsense.
But let them keep making them now until all that other stuff passes.
I think
right?
preventing them from having this sort of thing or preventing them from having what they want to create as far as whatever guns is just will make it worse.
I think promoting a version to children is bad.
And I think a large percentage of the U.S.
Guess what?
population...
They're still getting AR-15s anyway, so why have them put this on their Christmas list? Why even give them one more thing to want? So
the Young Turks said it, that there's the large portion of the radical right like fits that demographic of people that would buy this gun for their child.
Okay, so why make it then? Sounds dangerous to me.
Because it's profit. It's money. It's the money machine. Me!
Yeah. Okay. Well, I hope karma gets these people that made this gun.
Karma.
Yeah. Because, these children can use the adult AR-15s, which was used in the Sandy Hook elementary shooting in 2012. And 26 people were killed. So...
An AR was?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's make it smaller so they can hide it better. Carry it on themselves better.
I wonder...
Why do they need a smaller version when they have no problem having access to the adult version?
Yeah, so what's it matter? That's
so why
my
make
question.
more? Why make more?
I mean, because there's a million guns. They make new guns every day.
I don't think so. I think this is horrible.
It's got a full barrel.
Yeah. And the manufacturer...
1 round, 5 round, 10 round.
The manufacturer is also promoting it, saying it looks, feels, and operates just like mom and dad's guns. Exactly.
See? But that market is there. Like,
for some reason, it doesn't say who the company is. It just says Illinois-based.
it's the We One Tactical.
That's the company.
I would assume so. The Shot 22 We One Tactical JR 15. What caliber is it though?
I don't know. They'll find out what caliber it is whenever,
Oh, it's
someone
22.
gets shot with it.
Yeah. Wait, is it?
So, the 26 people in the Sandy Hook Elementary shooting,
But
20,
that was
20 first graders and 6 educators. Yeah. And they're promoting this. Okay.
it's a 9mm.
Either way, it's...
Gun's a gun. It's good. If this...
But don't advertise them to the children.
Yeah, I guess it's like the cigarettes. You can't have Joe Camel up there.
Go back to the pellet gun or, the whatever you'll shoot your eye out gun is, BB gun. Go to one of those. Get a slingshot.
Yeah, I like Boris Johnson's apology for the Partygate report.
Go ahead, put that up. It started at a minute 36.
Minute 36.
Yeah. So the whole reason he's apologizing is because during the lockdowns and no one was allowed to do anything, Parliament over in the UK there and Boris Johnson, they were having their own little parties, doing whatever the hell they wanted. And of course, everybody has a camera today and it's all over the place.
Really?
Yeah, so busted.
Of like a party? Like
Yep.
drinking?
Yes. Not like a teenage
No,
party.
yeah, but like
with
them-
AR-15 juniors.
Pew pew.
But yes, no, they had parties. So go ahead.
To the people of this country, I know what the issue is. Yes, Mr. Speaker. Yes. It's whether this government can be trusted to deliver. And I say, Mr. Speaker, yes, we can be trusted. Yes, we can be trusted to deliver.
Call Keir Starmer the leader of the opposition.
I just want to say the difference between their British Parliament and
Congress?
ours, is insane. Although it's like, but I think it's a good. I mean, I guess it's
Yeah,
a good
because look,
indicator.
all the seats are filled up. Everybody shows up,
Yeah, right.
for one. For two,
Everybody shows up.
for two, they don't have, people trying to kill them outside.
Fair. But it's like, I think you get a good sense of the room whenever, say you're like pushing for a bill or something and you're like, you say some things and people just shouting out, booing you in the floor, like right on the floor like that. Like, I mean, it's a good indicator of where you would sit if you were trying to publicly speak.
Yeah.
There is evidence of serious and flagrant breaches of lockdown, including the party on the 20th of May 2020, which we know the Prime Minister attended, and the party on the 13th of November 2020 in the Prime Minister's flat. There can be no doubt that the Prime Minister himself is now subject to criminal investigation.
There you go. Yep.
Nice.
Like I said, they have parties, they got dates, they got everything. So So he's in trouble. But, you know,
I
you
thought he was
shouldn't-
just like, I didn't realize that's what he was doing, like defending himself.
Yeah, you shouldn't be attending. It wasn't all him. It was other people in, I guess, their parliament that were having these parties that were okay.
Secret parliament party. Come to my house.
So,
Parliament party.
I mean, you can't make the rules for other people and not follow them yourself when they're your rules.
Well, we had very...
Kind of like the New York Police Department.
Yes.
After attending a funeral
I mean,
today, all
is
of
it
them.
a law there?
Yes, it is a law. Even just for in the subways, trains, places like that, closed quarters, you are to wear a mask. And after the funeral, they all got on
All
unmasked.
Well, I mean,
You mean what? They're the ones
Who
that
gives a
enforce the
fuck?
law. They arrest people for not following
Well,
the law. So who
they're
are
cops.
you?
At this point, are we surprised? They're shooting people in broad daylight. I'm sorry to laugh for people who have lost, but they are shooting people in broad daylight for no reason, like having a box cutter, shot dead. Anyway, the point is, I'm surprised they could get away with literally murder. So wearing a mask,
All they're doing is setting themselves up for people to fight
Yeah.
what they're arrested for.
true
so-
that. You're just making it harder for everybody else. But
Yeah, and that's not right at all. So they're having their own little COVID subway party. And go ahead and play the first minute of the internet famous anti-vax police officer.
okay, I didn't get to see this one.
Yeah, I watched this video. I saw this video from this police officer recording himself when he quit in Washington, the state of Washington, when they made a mandate he needed to be vaccinated. And he quit on video, posted it, and said he would not be a police officer anymore. It's his last day because the governor, whomever, can kiss his ass. He quits. He's not getting vaccinated.
He quits.
Now he's dead because
Oh
of COVID.
my goodness.
Yeah. I think he was 51.
State trooper who decided to tell the governor to kiss his ass because he's not going to take a COVID-19 vaccination. Well, he's dead from COVID-19. Here's a reminder of that video.
This is my final sign-off after 22 years of
Oh yeah, I
serving the
remember this guy.
citizens of the state of Washington being asked to leave because I am dirty. Numerous fatalities, injuries. I've worked sick. I've played sick. We've buried lots of friends over these years. I'd like to thank you guys. I'd like to thank the citizens of Yakima County, as well as my fellow officers within the valley. Without you guys, I wouldn't have been very successful, and you've kept me safe and got me home to my family every night. Thank you for that. Wish I could say more, but this is it. So, State 1034, this is the last time you'll hear me in a state patrol car. And Jay Inslee can kiss my ass.
And bring
That's sad. But
I feel for his family, but did you want me to play more? Or did it?
yeah, just the first minute.
Yeah.
It is sad, but I mean, it's ironic how things come around. And the fact that he made that public, and telling the governor to kiss his ass.
Yeah, like yeah.
You don't have to be so obnoxious about it if that's your view.
True.
And that's where karma comes back around to get you.
It will always. I'm a firm believer in that.
All right, what else you got? Huh?
Got the AR-15. We talked about that. Do you even like Neil Young?
Neil Young.
I mean,
Isn't it? Old man, look at my life.
no. Sorry, Neil. No.
I can't say that I don't like him.
Oh, this is it. Yeah.
You know what? I love him compared to Joe Rogan.
Yes, I would say that's true.
elected officials.
So I'm at an impasse between the Nazis in Florida and Trump pardoning the January 6th rioters.
Oh, him saying that. He's just
Promising,
he's just
if
saying
I
that.
get it back.
He's just saying that to get those people on his side for him to run for another election.
What people?
His followers.
I mean, do they have to actually do anything to get, like, does he have to say anything to get them on his side? Aren't they already there?
He's just keeping them there. He has to keep saying things, though. Nobody really paid attention to his last rally he had like a week or two.
Yeah, because he doesn't have all of his platforms
Nobody
like
was paying
he used
attention. He didn't say anything too extreme, or to get them further away or to get them further from the other side. So he has to come up with something. And if I run in 24, and if I see that it's if it's how did he word it? He's something about if they deem fit or whatever, and they should be whatever's fit. Basically, not saying that he's going to, but he's teasing the fact he might run. Also, his son, the junior, the one, I think he smokes crack with Mike Lindell. He was teasing he might run too. But the whole reason Trump even wants to get into office is just so he can avoid going to jail.
Yeah.
So it all comes down to his legal issues. But go ahead.
This is even more disturbing than that, I feel.
Okay.
Because this isn't just like one person that's lost their mind. It's multiple.
Men and women with neo-Nazi armbands, flags, and posters stood on the corner of this Waterford Lakes intersection on Saturday, shouting words of white supremacist hate. Orange County Sheriff's deputies confirmed this video is part of their active and open investigation into the demonstration, and this part of the video, a fight in the street.
Yeah.
Investigators.
And then not only that, are you like getting in a serious altercation with passerbys?
They involved the demonstrators and a passerby. Also over the weekend, troopers broke up this demonstration of hate on an I-4 overpass in Orlando, telling News 6 it's illegal.
Like, that looks like the overpass that we were at. For our Universal.
To obstruct traffic or hang signs on overpasses.
So that's two overt not.
Let's see. Wait, there's another. Yeah. You wonder why they get.
White power. He's a Jew. Look at him. Guess where you're going back to?
Why would you say that to somebody driving on the street? Like, that makes the least amount of sense. Even if you wanted to support that party, like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, that would be something that you do, stand on the side of the road and verbally assault traffic.
Yeah, no, that's ridiculous.
Like, grown-ass adults.
Well, they obviously don't have jobs.
Yeah, I guess not. They retired.
Anything else to do?
You want to go stand on the side of the road and shout at people and call them Jewish?
No, I don't want to stand on the road, period.
Oh. Okay, internet famous cop, Nazi gatherings, check. Joe Rogan, Neil Young. I had this one.
Dang. Heck. Shoot.
It was about how profanity affects your YouTube monetization.
Okay.
It's not.
Okay.
I guess not.
Well, I have something else.
Okay.
Donald Duck. What do you know about Donald Duck?
Donald Duck.
You don't know who Donald Duck
Cartoon
is?
character.
Really?
Rascally.
Rascally.
He's got the lisp. Right?
I guess you could call it a
Oh wait,
duck
no,
lisp.
Donald. No, that's who am I thinking of?
You're thinking of Daffy.
Yes. Okay. So Donald he doesn't wear pants.
Correct. And that is the whole issue.
Oh shit! Really?
Yes. Not because of him not wearing pants, but because of how Fox News is so upset that Disney is changing Minnie Mouse to a pantsuit to make her, I guess, more professional looking.
Minnie Mouse?
Yes, they're changing her wardrobe, her clothes that she wears on the regular, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, so what?
But they're not mentioning that Donald Duck doesn't wear pants. But it's a big deal.
Oh, is the internet making a big deal about
Fox
this?
News is.
Oh.
So it's people are starting to bring up Donald Duck, saying, "Why does Fox News care so much about Minnie Mouse whenever Donald Duck doesn't even wear pants?" Like you're so upset about them changing one person's outfit, yet you're not even mentioning.
You don't even got no pants on.
Yeah. So there is that. Also, there was a Trump supporter on a Spirit airline flight, and he was asked to remove his mask that said, "Let's go, Brandon."
Really?
Yes. Yes, he was going.
I'm sure he didn't like that.
He was going from Cleveland to Tampa, and
oh no.
He was being handed a surgical mask to replace the one that he was wearing when he asked the flight attendant why she is heard saying it's offensive. It can be to some people, so we're not going to go back and forth. Go ahead and put the blue one on, okay?
It's not
After wearing the blue mask over his scrolling one, the guy said, "This is not America anymore. I was told I need to turn off my mask that says..."
What do you mean? Wait, you say turn off?
Yes, it says turn off. Let's go, Brandon, on it. And my shirt is fine, though. The mask is not. The shirt says the same thing.
Well,
he says to the camera on this video he made of himself. Yeah, in another video that he posted, he is heard telling, a different video, he's heard telling a Spirit employee who asked what the Brandon slogan means that it's my name before flight attendant asked not to be recorded. And he was saying he's Brandon. And he was also threatening to sue them. And says, "We live in America. This is Florida. This is a free state of Florida." Just Florida's the free state, apparently.
Yes,
I guess because they have the
only
people on the
state
side
that
of the
is
road.
free. Everyone else is
Yeah, because they have the people that are allowed to just hang out on the side of the road. But yeah, so there was that. And then do you remember the cruise ship?
Oh yeah, the Norwegians. How are they doing?
Well, it wasn't Norwegian. It was Crystal Symphony, but it was a major cruise ship. But regardless, so it's a big colossal mess. And Crystal Cruises, they diverted another ship, this time to the Bahamas, instead of where it was supposed to go. And apparently, a Serenity, Crystal Cruise ship passenger on the Crystal Serenity, they left port of Miami on January 17th. And 2 days later, the company said it was suspending operations on ocean cruises through April. A Serenity passenger who renewed her wedding vows with her husband on the cruise told the Miami Herald the ship has about 400 passengers aboard, and it was supposed to be a voyage of more than 100 days, which I don't know why you'd want to be on a cruise ship for 100 days with, I don't know. Regardless, the ship's shortened trip is the latest in the saga involving the Miami-based Crystal and its bankrupt parent company. So they rerouted to the Bahamas instead of heading back to Miami as planned. And a federal judge in South Florida had issued an arrest warrant to seize the ship. So that was that one. All right, next. Meanwhile, passengers aboard another one were in Costa Rica when the debacle with its sister ship was unfolding. They were supposed to stop in multiple destinations in the Caribbean before ending the cruise in Aruba on the 30th. Instead, they slowly sailed toward the eastern Caribbean, making no stops. Shortly before the ship was supposed to dock in Aruba, passengers were alerted they were not allowed into the country and would instead go to the Bahamas.
Yeah, you're not going in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks nice. Looks nice. Sorry.
But yeah, that whole Crystal Cruises.
Hey, you want to go on a cruise?
I would love to. I love cruise. I love the
Maybe
cruise.
we could get an extra week off.
Yeah, not on the
because
bankrupt
we're stuck
one.
in the Bahamas.
Yeah, not that one. Not this company. So another one of the things I saw here was on Twitter. People are mocking the fact that Donald Trump can't speak English.
I love it. Speak English?
Yeah, I mean,
like,
he makes up his own words.
He can't speak in general.
Yeah,
really.
no, he makes up his own words repeatedly. Here's one.
They censor, cancel, and persecute ordinary citizens for speaking the truth while they drown your endless torment of, what they do. They have an endless list of propaganda and propaganda methods.
Wait, I missed it. I must have missed it.
Hold on, there's more. Just how he doesn't make sense.
They censor, cancel, and persecute ordinary citizens for speaking the truth while they drown your endless torment of, what they do. They have an endless
that's low. Yeah, all right.
list of propaganda and propaganda methods.
Okay, now I'm confused.
Yeah, is this supposed to make sense?
I think
endless
so.
Tormentive. Any
endless tormented.
Endless
drowning,
tormentive are the words.
Tormentive.
Yes. Okay. Does any of that make sense?
The Sharpie, the Sharpie was there. Okay.
Yeah. No. It just rambles. Like, so there was one part where he called some guy as a great philosopher, but he gave him two different names. Like, he didn't remember his last name the second time he said it in the same sentence. So he makes no sense.
He's reaching.
Yeah. Don't worry, he doesn't remember that he said he was going to pardon people.
He doesn't remember?
I'm sure.
Oh, I said that.
Yeah. He doesn't admit to anything. Except he did admit to saying that Pence should have overturned the election, and he was supposed to, and he had the power, and now the Democratic Congress and government wants to take that away from the vice president. So he admitted to that, saying that was the goal.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And that was the goal.
Yeah.
Well, I think we knew that was the goal from the beginning.
Yeah, but
I don't know why it's like
he never admitted to it. So and he was not trying to overthrow the government.
Yeah,
at that
but
point, he forgot that's how it was supposed to go. So the last thing I want to say was this question that I found in a headline under the health section. So, in your opinion, is it dangerous to hold in a fart too long?
Absolutely. You had to have known my answer on that one. I'm full 100% team. Team what? Team fly. Team let it loose. Team let it rip. Team cut the cheese. Team hit it. Team
I don't
fart.
believe this at all.
Team shart.
I don't believe this.
Please make all of these hashtags. Yeah, those are all hashtags now.
So could you die by the silent but deadly?
What do you mean, like?
Do you think it could kill you?
Maybe like a super concentrated amount of methane.
So,
that would have to come out of your ass. I don't think so.
An average person most people, how many times a day do you think they fart?
Maybe 50. Because we can't. I don't think our like some farts
What
are
does
just
that
like
average person that farts 50 times
you
eat?
don't. It's like a little. It's like a little squeaker when you get up, like stand up, or there's just a little patch of gas whenever you make a hard turn or something. I'm serious though.
No, it's 5 to 23 times. A day.
Whatever.
50.
I guess I'm just gassy.
50.
It explains a lot. Sam's always grumpy. That's our son, by the way.
Okay. Anyway.
That was a good question. I like that one.
Why? But I didn't even answer if you could die from it or not.
Good.
So,
Well, can you?
Why do people fart in the first place? Do you know?
Because it's a buildup of gas. I'm assuming from waste or byproduct from our digestion in our lower intestines, colon area.
Yes, your digestive system is a buildup of gas when your food's broken down that you eat. And is it dangerous to hold it in? Holding in your flatulence or farts is known to cause feelings of indigestion, bloating, and pain. And it adds social stress of holding in a fart can often make you physically discomforted. But luckily, little scientific evidence suggests that holding in your farts will lead to serious health issues aside from temporary discomfort, except for extremely rare cases. That gas is going to find a way out somehow. You could breathe farts out your mouth.
Ew.
Sort of. You prevent it from going out. Some of the gas can pass through your gut wall and be reabsorbed into your bloodstream. Then the gas can end up exhaled through your lungs. But don't you remember we read that article or heard that thing about that girl that was selling her farts online?
Yes.
She was hospitalized from being too gassy and farting too much. So, I mean, maybe that's something you should look into with your 50 a day. I don't know, just saying. Obviously, that's bad.
That was just a guess. And I think it's you're not going to notice all those farts. Like, you don't have 50 conscious farts.
No, you're right. You have 5 to 23 on average.
It's like 50 little accidents. Little happy accidents.
Accidents.
Yeah, you married me.